What's good, YouTube? We are starting a new segment here on the House of Champs on Friday called Casual Fridays. We're going to look at casual decks and give these duelists their full credit for what they have done and sent into me. So you may have watched the first one. Well, both these episodes are basically the season opener to this, and you guys too can send in replays to me on the House of Champs Facebook page and let me view them from Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and Death Pro, and we'll put them together and make something like this. But you have to either have enough replays to get your own video, or maybe get piled into a montage video for later where you will get credit and your channel link down below, such as the duelist we are about to highlight, the E-Z Duelist. So the E-Z Duelist has gone ahead and sent in some Nurse Burn and Harpie replays for me to watch, and I'm gonna watch them with you. And I've watched over all of these because this is actually going to be my second take, as I now understand what happens in a few of these that may seem confusing. So here we go. The True Kings have got their full support, Dragonic Diagram, and I don't know if you're going to get to play this game, buddy. So get another 2,000 here, get to draw, and that 1,000, oddly enough, is going to be given to himself because he does not need to do anything else. And just goes completely in. I could have sworn that this is for both players. Yeah, both players, and it just did nothing there. Odd enough. But I'll end it at my 11k to your 0. What a deficit. I just love watching Nurse Burn go. So if you don't know what's happening here, to quickly explain, any effect that would make your opponent gain life points inflicts the same amount of damage to them instead. So I believe that graveyard, that's supposed to make both players gain 1,000 was supposed to hit him. But let's go ahead and see what else happens here. Minerva Sworn. So your nice, imagine this in real life, your nice $900 to $2,000 card is going to be facing Nurse Burn. So first off, this guy's playing Gandora, but this is actually one of the most epic duels. So you guys can vote to have one of these MLG'd up every single video. This would probably be my pick, but guys, pick your own. There's also a great Harpie replay that's gonna pretty much combat this. So look at this. We're gonna hit you down to 7,000 life points, all the way down to 1,000. So 7,000 damage off the bat, but he got raised. The coin flips went in his favor, and he got raised to 12k. Battery Action basically has the same effect as the Nurse. So he's at 10,000. This is actually very important. So let's go ahead and watch what happens. What is happening? We've got Gandoras everywhere, and we are going to pause to show you why everything's getting banished. Gandora Giga Reyes, the Dragon of Destruction. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by sending 2 monsters from your hand and or the field to the graveyard. So our casual duelist is getting casualed all over on by a bigger casual card. Once per turn, you can pay half your life points, apply this effect, depending on the number of Gandora monsters with different names in your graveyard. 1. Destroy all other cards on the field. 2. Banish all other cards on the field. 3, which he did have 3. 3 or more, banish all other cards on the field and in the graveyards. Oh man, this is about to get big. So, Beefy at 72. Plays a Raiden. Could have been a little beefier, seems like. But I guess he didn't want to go ahead and commit that. And what do we have here? The Paths of Destiny alongside Battery Action. If he had used this Battle Fader, which he was probably saving it for the final, this would have been avoided. But we have a draw. Battle Fader left in hand. Gandora Giga Reyes out on the field. And we've got a draw, folks. Only on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, am I right? So Synchro Turbo, this actually ends pretty hilariously too. A lot of people have feelings about Burn. We've got a Brick versus a big Brick. Desires into Desires, pretty weird here. Set a Level Leader, nice deck back. With Extra Net, which I'm not sure the purpose of because it's just giving the opponent cards and it's a you may kind of thing. So like he has the option to. So it's very confusing to me. Why this is happening, but Junk Synchron putting in that work. Doppel Warrior, now we've got a combo off, but into heavy back row, so he has to suspect something's up with the Nurse out. And going off 1 for 1, gonna finally get a tuner. Formula Synchron, extra draws here, but this is going to trigger giving a draw back. It's very confusing to me why this is in here. But maybe I'm missing something. Let me know in the comments below if I am. But this man's going off. Does 1,000 damage to himself, though. So we're going to watch him go ahead and bring back and go into double Ancient Fairy Dragon. And Jet Synchron's going to go off. And this man's just going to continue going. But we've got Try and Guess, and then Battery Action popping off. Yes, and so we are finally going to have this man kill himself instead by popping his own field spell, which would usually gain him life points, and so he kills himself on Nurse Reticule instead of gaining life points.
What is going on?
I'm doing Casual Fridays.
This is the Casual Friday? Yeah. It's Thursday.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Friday. Thanks for breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a YouTube video.
So
the most broken.
It's Friday.
Yeah, so now we're gonna see him pop off against Dynamist. What a deck! And we've got
this is super casual.
Yes,
it's about as cash as it comes. Wait, Nurse isn't cash. Nurse can beat anything and everything.
Oh man, yeah, the Nurse can take on the whole meta.
This is
and he's just going off.
This guy does not care about MST being a card.
Yeah, Twin Twister, MST, not happening to this
You're
man.
supposed to go one at a time.
That was better than Exodia.
So versus Subterror is a very rough deck to beat. Subterror's
prediction for Subterror?
I actually do not know.
Prediction for
Is this why everyone's buying the Jar of Forbiddens?
Yeah, it's used in this deck.
Hey, whoever's watching, can you make Subterrors broken because we have so many copies of Subterror stuff.
Yeah, so here goes, the guys actually get a scoop, but there is indeed game in the back with double Try and Guess and Paths of Destiny. And then our final Nurse burn before we go to Harpies is going to be versus Lightsworn, but will it get a turn? We've got Allure going off, going into Nurse. E-Z Duelist is going to use Carnage Demise, get everything set up. Looks like a lot of draws, and he combos into 8,000 exact. So that Soul Charge is never going to hit, no good feels, but it looks like a hand that would not have played much anyways. But he doesn't even get to see a card to the field for his troubles. Now let's go ahead and go into his Harpies replays. We've got 2 Harpies replays. One of these is very good back and forth that I enjoy a lot, and this one is also somewhat back and forth versus Cosmo, but mostly controlled, I would actually say. So the Cosmo player here is going to shuffle his pilots back and play straight into this Maxi. This Maxi is going to basically really hurt him. The 500 activate fine, and it's gonna get warning. So you might notice he has 2 1-ups in this duel. Nothing like that in the next, I promise. But we have Harpie Chandler going off and massive damage coming in. Gonna be able to switch this to attack, and Cosmo says you don't need to pay. Mana Reverse, very interesting tech choice, able to bring back things that cannot be normal summoned or set once they've been properly summoned and are allowed to be summoned again. So kind of interesting synergy that this other duelist is trying to bring out, but Harpie's Pet Phantasmal cannot be attacked or targeted. So, and it can also attack directly, and Cosmo may not have an out. Interesting enough, the Cosmojo gets added in phase a little too late, and that will be the match. Now, this is probably my favorite game besides the Gandora tie. And I'll show you why. So it seems like a regular start, kind of unfortunate that double toed with Luster, but able to search out the triple and have such a strong back row option. This Maxi not really doing anything for him yet. So we've got a Drowning Mirror Force down with an Icarus, but Icarus is not live, so it's a bluff. Can this man survive? Luster going to put in mad work now. We're going to see a huge Pendulum summon. 4 monsters in attack mode, all powered up by Majesty's Pegasus. But they're all in attack mode, and nothing seems to be going to defense, and he is going to ram straight into it. Now, this is where it gets impressive. The control deck is actually about to get straight out controlled. None of these back row are live anymore since all the Magispectors are gone. And Magispectors I would consider nearing the top 10. It's in my honorable mentions of my top 10 for January. But Harpies, look at it just dismantle everything. There goes another back row, there goes the face up. Just totally getting outclassed. But there's still these pendulum scales that he has to deal with. And Looks like he's going to be able to resource, but Harpies are going to get special summon on his turn. This will trigger once, destroying Lester, but he has the high scale just in case. Icarus attack finally coming in clutch, destroying the scales completely. And this poor man's control deck that is supposed to out-resource the opponent is about to just have itself torn apart by a total annihilation of 0 cards left. So the controlled became controlled. I really like that, but I also like the Gandora replay. So you guys get to choose one of the E-Z Duelist replays here to MLG, and be sure to check him out on YouTube. What did you guys think? Did you like seeing this control go in hand? Did you like seeing 2 different kinds of decks from the same duelist? Or did you want to see all of one kind of replay, such as with the Ultimate Athletes? Thanks for watching. Again, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this new segment. Tell me in the comments below what you want to see, and if you are a duelist who wants to send in these replays and be featured, you will get credits such as the E-Z Duelist just did. Channel in the description below if I use your stuff, and I am always open to talking, but Casual Fridays, we like to have fun here. So thank you very much, E-Z Duelist.